Hey, welcome. So today, we're going to totally reimagine a classic European drive, Paris to Barcelona. We're going to show you how to turn what can be a total chore into, honestly, the highlight of your entire trip. Let's get right into it. So when you think about driving from Paris to Barcelona, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's this. A long, kind of boring 12-hour slog on the highway, just staring at the back of a truck, laser-focused on getting there. But you know what? It really doesn't have to be like that at all. What if, instead, you could turn it into a 4-day scenic adventure? I'm talking about a journey that's just as amazing as the destination itself, packed with castles, incredible medieval towns, and food you'll be dreaming about for years. Well, that's exactly the road trip we're mapping out today. So what's the magic number? It's 4 days. Yep, 4 days is the absolute sweet spot. It gives you just enough time to really sink your teeth into the heart of France without ever feeling like you're in a rush. It breaks that long haul into these perfect, bite-sized, super enjoyable pieces. And how do we do it? With just 3 perfectly chosen overnight stops. But honestly, don't even think of them as stops. Think of them as mini destinations, right? Each one giving you this completely unique taste of French culture and history. All in, you're looking at about 1,300 kilometers. Now I know, that might sound like a lot, but when you spread it out over 4 days, it's nothing. It works out to just a few hours of driving each day, which leaves you tons of time for exploring, having those long French lunches, and just soaking it all in. And here it is, the whole game plan at a glance. We kick things off from Paris, heading south into the beautiful, regal Loire Valley. From there, it's deep into the storybook world of the Dordogne. Our last stop in France is the epic fortress city of Carcassonne, before that final, gorgeous drive into Barcelona. See, it's this perfect, logical curve heading south. All right, day 1, we're heading to the Loire Valley. This is your grand entrance into scenic France. It's a place that's all about elegance, royalty, and that stunning Loire River. So what's the vibe here? The source material just nails it, describing classic river landscapes, Renaissance chateaux, and gentle D-road river drives. And you know those D-roads? They are the secret sauce. They're the smaller, scenic routes that just wind right along the water's edge. It is the perfect, chill way to start a road trip. So, what should be on your must-see list? Okay, 3 places really stand out. First up, the Château de Chenonceau, the one with those incredible arches right over the river. Then you've got Chambord, which is just this jaw-dropping piece of Renaissance architecture. And you absolutely cannot miss the gardens at Villandry. They're perfect. And let's talk about the food and wine. It is sublime. We're talking a crisp Vouvray or maybe a bolder Chenin wine, paired with some of those famous local goat cheeses. For your main course, keep an eye out for restaurants serving up fresh river fish, or find one of those country inns with a real farm-to-table menu. Okay, let's jump to day 2. We're leaving the elegance of the Loire behind and driving into the Dordogne Valley. And the whole atmosphere, it just shifts. You are now deep in storybook France. For real. This region is all about that rustic charm. Just picture it. Towns made from this beautiful honey-colored stone, dramatic cliffs hanging over the river, ancient caves, castles everywhere, and oh my gosh, some of the best market food in the entire country. The drive itself, just along the valley floor, is absolutely breathtaking. Your home base here is probably going to be the town of Sarlat, which is famous for its amazing market. From there, you have got to visit the Fortress of Baignac. It's perched way up high over the river. And don't miss the hanging gardens of Marquissac. They are pure magic. And for a little dose of prehistory, the Lascaux 4-cave replica is a seriously world-class experience. And the food here gets richer, heartier. The Dordogne is home to some of the most iconic French dishes. So, if I can give you one piece of advice, it's this. You simply have to try the foie gras, the duck confit, and find a dessert made with the region's famous walnuts. Trust me, it's a food experience you will never forget. So, for our 3rd and final stop in France, we arrive at one of the most iconic sites in all of Europe, the incredible walled city of Carcassonne. This place is your dramatic, epic farewell to France before you head for the Spanish border. And this just perfectly explains why Carcassonne is such a brilliant final stop. It's not just some spectacular fortress. It's so strategically smart. It's your last big taste of France right as you're getting close to the Pyrenees, and it really feels like a gateway to the Catalan culture you're about to dive into. Now your mission here is simple, but it is amazing. Just explore La Cité. That's the fortified upper city, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Seriously, just get lost in those cobblestone streets, walk along the ramparts, and try to imagine all the history that has gone down right where you're standing. It's wild. And for dinner, you've got some fantastic choices. If you're feeling a bit fancy and want a modern experience, the Michelin-starred Le Parc is supposed to be exceptional. But for something really traditional, you have got to find a cozy little bistro and order the regional specialty, a big, hearty, classic cassoulet.
Okay, you've seen the sights, you've eaten the amazing food, now let's get practical. This is your driver's briefing, and we're going to cover everything you need to know to make sure the rest of your journey is totally smooth and stress-free.
All right, so when you're on the road in France, you've basically got a choice to make. You have the A roads, the autoroutes, those are the fast toll highways. You use those when you just need to cover some ground. But for the real experience, you want the D roads. They're scenic, they're toll-free, and they take you right through the good stuff, the heart of the countryside. The real secret to a great trip is knowing when to use which. A smart mix is key.
The final day's drive is super straightforward. You'll leave Carcassonne, hop on the autoroute heading south. You'll cross the Pyrenees into Spain, where the road number changes to the AP7. And hey, if you've got a little extra time, I would highly recommend a quick detour to the stunning coastal town of Collioure before you make that final push into Barcelona.
And finally, here's your quick essentials checklist. Tolls in both countries are just pay as you go. Make sure you have your license, passport, and car registration somewhere easy to grab. In France, you legally have to have a high-vis jacket and a warning triangle in the car. And of course, just keep an eye on the signs and follow the speed limits. So, what's the big takeaway here? What does this all add up to? Well, it's that this route isn't just a random bunch of stops. It's a really smart, logical path that heads south. And you get this incredible variety. You go from the royal, elegant rivers of the Loire to the rustic, medieval charm of the Dordogne, and you finish with the epic history of Carcassonne, all before you hit the Mediterranean coast. This whole journey just turns a simple drive into a flat-out, unforgettable exploration of France. The route is all laid out for you. The highlights are crystal clear. So really, the only question left is this. You've got the keys, and you've got the map. So where's your adventure going to take you first?